Welcome to the Magnolia Minute. I'm Corey Poole, and today I have with me Lee Waskom, Chairman of the Board for the Natchitoches Christmas Festival. How you doing?
Well, doing great. Thank you.
Yeah, I know it's February now.
Yes.
Well, you did recently release the financials, which we have posted on the Natchitoches Parish Journal.
Yes, it takes a little while to wrap those up.
Yes. So we're here to kind of talk about some of the highlights.
Well, one of the things I'd like to say is that we did make a profit. That was exciting because it was the second rainiest December on record, as I recall. If everybody might remember, it rained a lot between Monday and Friday. And we were very thankful to have every weekend still work out except for one. The December 8th, I think, just completely rained out. And that was good because we've had some tougher years. In 2016, if everybody might remember, Christmas Festival just rained completely out.
Yep.
And it caused a financial loss that year. So this year, we made roughly $58,000 and we had $8,500 to push over to next year to work on floats. $25 goes to the city and $25 goes to HDBA.
Awesome. And so what was, I want to know, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was this year we added the reindeer. It was a big event where Service League helped us out and had a group down there doing some kids crafts while the kids were able to look at the reindeer. We were looking to bring the reindeer back in the future. That was an exciting new addition this year. Also, working with Craig George with the fireworks, he was able to actually float some fireworks out in the middle of Cane River, which was different, and shot them out of the middle of the water. Now, they were just submerged where they were barely above water, and they shot out of the water. Now, that was on festival day only, but we're looking to do more things like that, so being creative with the big show. To be honest with you, we've always learned that people are here for the lighting look, the ambiance, of how it looks reflecting off the water, the beautiful downtown area, and the fireworks show. I swear sometimes if we had Garth Brooks down there, I don't know if it'd draw a bigger crowd because people are here primarily for the fireworks, but it is wonderful to have great entertainment as well. So don't let me discount that, but we've realized that the show really is the fireworks and the look and the overall look.
Yeah, y'all did put a little bit more money toward the fireworks.
We did. We spent about another, I think it came to about $7,500 to $10,000 just to try to amp up the fireworks show. So we had a little savings in using a local person for the music.
Oh.
And so with that savings, we pushed it to fireworks.
Awesome.
And I thought that was a good move. So that was a board suggestion, and we certainly jumped on it.
Yeah. And now kind of behind the scenes, and what most people may not realize is that there's a lot of reinvestment that goes on into the community. Right.
So any monies that are generally left over, we reinvest. Like this last year, if everybody might have noticed, 2 floats were completely rebuilt. Josh Manuel and Cassie Gephardt work on the parade committee, and they worked on the float. The old Casa float that we bought from Casa was completely rebuilt, and Jack Duty, if you're out there, you'd love to know that. We rebuilt the old float into the Polar Express, and we had smoke chugging out of it, and as it went by, it was great. Another one was the Santa Claus float, had been the same float looking for years, so we completely took that apart and rebuilt it with a Santa house, and it went really well.
Awesome.
So. And
a lot of the local organizations do help out to run some of the armband booths.
Right. Well, I will say that the copy of the financials which I have here, about $108,000 come into the revenues. Now, most of that are the green ticket sales. About half of that is. The other money that's brought in through armband money and sponsorship and everything, 75% of all that goes to local vendors, local businesses, local nonprofits. So there were 13 nonprofits on Festival Day, but every single weekend had different nonprofits. We had one working what we call gate monitoring, and they did well. So I think the number was 27,000 went directly into like churches, Kiwanis Lions Club, things like that, locally.
Yeah, well, because it does take a lot to put on a festival.
It does.
So tell us maybe one or two other things, like the components that are, or I guess I should say the moving pieces that are pushing that festival and making it happen.
Well, I think what a lot of people don't realize that takes so much energy is the parade, getting it all ready, getting all the bands lined up, getting them all, set up on Northwestern's campus, keeping everybody happy, keeping the visiting queens, their parents all happy, that everything will be nice and safe.
Yep.
And all the issues that come up with when you have a large number of people that are antsy about where to line up, how to get going. They don't want to make a mistake. They want to look their best, and those are all create a lot of tension. And so it works out really well. Sometimes there are things that go on that are interesting, but overall it worked out really well, I thought. Last year we had 8 interruptions of the parade due to trains passing right through the middle of it. This year there were only 2 trains that went through. That's interesting. Cassie, I remember, exasperated, said last year, just maybe if we want trains to come through Natchitoches, maybe we'll just launch a parade, and all the trains we want will come through and get right in the middle of it. But it's been wonderful to do this over the last few years. I'll still continue to do it. The volunteers, there's really only one person who's employed, and that's Jill Leo. The rest of the whole festival season, I can't deny what the city puts on. They put the lights up. They put they power the lights. They certainly provide us security. But the rest of all the organizational structure items are done by volunteers and get paid nothing, and it works out really well. And I mean, the city utility department and the city police do a great job. Fire police, the state fire marshal's always there every time we shoot fireworks. But it's a great organization, and you really do see the efforts that you put into it volunteer-wise being rewarding to you, because you see how much it impacts the financial and the family memories. Like I see everybody coming to Natchitoches making really great memories. I still remember my parents taking me from Nettie Street in a red wagon. I remember it was being bumpy, and I could not have been more than 3.
Yeah.
And so that would have been 1967, maybe. And they were the 66, somewhere in there, and the fireworks booming overhead. So I can only imagine, if I could still remember something as far back as that all these other people that come to Natchitoches and go through this festival experience, bringing their family and their grandkids, are all making great memories. And it is wonderful to see when you see families making those memories, like underneath the snow machines. They just love, hanging out underneath the snow machines. And we actually spent a good bit of money on the snow machines. One of the things that was interesting, that everybody's not, this is kind of boring, but we actually spent a lot of money, $6,000, to pay people to sit there and man the bathrooms to clean them up. And you would think that that's not, well, it's not something that you really announced in the paper necessarily, but it's just one of those things to provide better customer experience. It
makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, and it takes a city to put on a festival, so it's really important, that there's a lot of participation and volunteers. Well, there you have it. If you're interested in reading some of the numbers, the Natchitoches Parish Journal has the financial report online. Right. And as always, thanks for watching.